Morning. These are your Nassau Guardian highlights for Thursday, December 11th, 2025, brought to you by your Daily Bahamas headlines, especially for people on the go and those who are visually impaired. Please don't forget to like, share, and follow our Facebook, YouTube, and WhatsApp channels. Front page lead story: PM defends bill. Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis is defending the newly passed Smuggling of Migrants bill, insisting that the legislation creates no new rights for migrants entering Bahamian waters illegally. He argues that critics misrepresent the purpose of the bill. He stresses that migrants who pay smugglers remain in violation of immigration law. They will continue to be repatriated, as over 13,000 have been during this term. The bill strengthens the ability to prosecute criminal smuggling networks, including financiers, organizers, transporters, and safe house operators. Emergency medical care for migrants is already practiced and does not create rights to remain. He says the law should really be called the Lock Them Up bill, as it targets criminal rings exploiting desperate people. New repairs eyed for PMH. Officials say Princess Margaret Hospital will see major new renovations in 2026, including a full overhaul of the children's ward, upgrades to the eye ward and surgical areas, flooring repairs in critical care, completion of the long-delayed A&E transition next week. A complete redesign of the PMH kitchen, which has been closed for over a year. The pediatric wing will open on December 18 as part of the final A&E transition. We need to be thankful for healthcare workers. Governor General Dame Cynthia Mother Pratt urged Bahamians to express deeper gratitude for healthcare workers. During her visit to PMH, she recalled visiting a foreign clinic with only one bandage available and said Bahamians often don't realize how blessed the nation is. She praised PMH staff for their dedication despite shortages and infrastructural challenges. A Supreme Court jury convicted DeMargio Thurston of manslaughter by negligence in the death of his 2-year-old son Jeremiah, who became trapped in a car window during a family drive. Thurston remains in custody until sentencing in March. The child's mother is serving a 1-year sentence under a plea agreement. Abaco suffers load shedding as critical engine part fails. Abaco was hit with extended outages after the Wilson City Power Station's main compressor failed. Key points: a replacement compressor is delayed until January 10, 2026. A heavy-duty compressor was borrowed from a local fire department. Residents and businesses are frustrated, with calls for BPL to issue holiday billing credits. Pintard defends Rick Fox. FNM leader Michael Pintard says the PLP's potshots at Rick Fox over his Canadian basketball history are regrettable. He says Fox has much to contribute and confirms ongoing conversations about Fox entering frontline politics. Deacon sentenced to 12 years for attempted incest. A 65-year-old deacon received a 12-year sentence for attempting to molest his 11-year-old granddaughter. The judge described his actions as disturbing and a severe breach of trust. BPL crew returns from Jamaica. A 7-member restoration team is back home after helping Jamaica restore power following Hurricane Melissa. The workers said the mission was demanding but rewarding, especially when devastated communities lit up again. COI tests migrants bill. Lincoln Bain and the Coalition of Independents staged another protest outside Parliament, opposing the Smuggling of Migrants bill and alleging it favors migrants over Bahamians. Editorial: a new chapter for the U.S. and the Bahamas. The editorial welcomes the arrival of new U.S. Ambassador Herschel Walker, saying his presence restores vital diplomatic balance. It stresses the importance of U.S.-Bahamas cooperation, the shifting geopolitical climate, opportunities for strengthened regional partnership and dialogue. 1. Shaping Tomorrow's Integrity, Ari Wells. Calls for stronger governance systems, transparency, and citizen participation to rebuild trust. 2. High praise for Rand Memorial staff, a glowing review of the professionalism, compassion, and discipline of Rand Memorial Hospital's staff after a 6-day patient stay. Now moving into all the business section stories. Business lead story: Christmas season sales up at Super Value. Super Value President Deborah Simonette says holiday sales are up across all stores compared to last year. Highlights: Bahamians are shopping earlier to avoid the rush. No new staff hires planned. Stores will rely on improved shift systems. All outlets will remain open leading into Christmas Day. Demonstration farm handed over to agriculture. China officially handed over the Hunan demonstration farm at Grak to the Department of Agriculture. Key impacts: and $1 million in agricultural investments, more than 20 Chinese vegetable varieties successfully grown in the Bahamas, high-yield greenhouses producing up to 90,000 kilograms per hectare. Bahamas First posts $5.8 million improvement. Bahamas First General Insurance recorded a $5.8 million comprehensive income improvement over last year. The company cites better performance in its property and casualty segment, cost reductions, and property revaluation gains. Bahamian brands featured in UK TVs. A new UK culinary series, Ainsley's Taste of the Bahamas, will air in January on ITV1, featuring Bamboo Shack, Goldie's Conch House, and The New Duff. The series immerses host Ainsley Harriott in Bahamian culture, food, and hospitality. You have been listening to today's Nassau Guardian Highlights, brought to you by your daily Bahamas headlines. Staying informed strengthens our nation. Knowledge empowers every Bahamian. Enjoy your day, be blessed, and be a blessing.